Hey there fellow Factorians, Onerous here with a brand new Factorio series. Let's play. Indeed, we just finished a few days ago our There Is No Spoon run, and yeah, we achieved it. Had almost an hour spare, but one of the things that we did to achieve that was we disabled enemy expansion, we disabled evolution, and we made our starting size as big as possible. And we didn't see a single bite of the whole series. So I thought, what better contrast than a death world? So a death world, yeah, biters are more dangerous and evolve faster. So the frequency and size of bases is doubled. Starting size is decreased. I honestly don't know if any of these are changed. Maybe. Let's have a quick look. Yes, looks like we have time factor, so that's the speed at which they evolve. Otherwise, we're just leaving everything normal, which means we will be forced to expand. Let's just also throw that. Pollution is also changed, so trees absorb half the amount of pollution, and it takes half the amount of pollution to set off an attack. Okay. So we are going to randomize this a little bit because we don't want to see what the map's like. We're going to be forced to explore, which means we're going to be forced to fight biters. I don't know how this is going to go, especially with our standardized resource sizes, because we will be forced to expand very early to get resources to actually make stuff. So without further ado, let's just jump in and see what happens. Alright. Yes, this is Factorio free play. We have a couple of mods. We've got even distribution, squeak through, and I think there was one more, just quality of life. I'm sure it'll come across, and oh my goodness, this is... Alright, this is not a good start. I actually think we are probably going to need to restart this map. Because I'm not going to be able to get coal very early at all, am I? So one of the things with Death World, obviously, is biters are crazy. And it actually means that you kind of need to care about pollution, which is different to 99% of Factorio, where generally your defenses are pretty good. Alright. Okay, I just need to remember how even distribution works. Alright, so we are going to do a little bit of this action just while we're here. Cliffs are a little bit annoying. Let's get some wood too. We'll need some power poles at some point. Geez, how far away this coal is from that is not particularly great. Alright, we should be able to build one of these, another couple of those. Might as well get a few more of those going at the same time. Alright, how's this stone? I'm just like so hesitant to set off those biters down just to the south of us. There are some trees between us and that base, so we'll get a little bit of space. Alright. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Even distribution, beautiful. Alright. Another one of those. Might as well make all of them. Another one of those, and we can start doing this, and hope that it doesn't set off these biters. Alright. There we go. And we're still just sort of a little bit of... There we go. Okay. So, yeah, fairly easy start. Well, easy, I mean... I honestly don't think we're going to survive very long, but we will try again if we don't. Alright. So we want to be thinking military very early. And that's probably what we'll focus our first range of researching. Again, like these biter bases here, we are going to have to we are going to have to take out sooner rather than later. Let's get a couple more of these guys for down here. Let's have a quick check. So at the moment our pollution is not affecting them, but it is only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. Yeah, we made some more of these, didn't we? Alright, there, and there. Get you guys going. You can have maybe half of that. Alright, so standard start. We want to get some power up, so we will need a few of these to throw on the copper, just so we can get some copper plate to create offshore pump for water, for power. Sorry. There we go, and even distribution, beautiful. Yeah, so that's what even distribution does. You hold down control, you click and drag over everything that you want to drop that item into, and it evenly distributes across the whole thing. Really good for this early area where you're trying to do stuff like all these guys going. So there we go. Alright, we've got a bit of iron plate. We can make a boiler, but as we can see we need we need offshore pump. We need copper for offshore pump. Just trying to figure out what we need to be doing, and it looks like what we actually need to be doing is mining some rocks so that we can make some more burner miners for the stone over there. All right. So this is default settings. Default settings aren't the most friendly for starting areas. Now I should be able to get through here because I've got squeak through. There we go. Alright. Yeah, so squeak through, the other mod that we're running, oh boy, we didn't bring any coal with us. Alright. Squeak through allows us to get through tight spaces where normally you wouldn't be able to. So in particular, like solar panels, you can squeak through, lets you move between solar panels and other sort of buildings that are close. It doesn't let you walk through like pipes or things like that. So just a little thing to make life a little bit easier. Alright, let's pop that in there just to get those guys going. Bring up our Alt button, there we go. Alright, 15 stone. We are going to need, to start off with, maybe 2 of these and 4 of those. In fact, we probably only need, 1 and 2 of these, I would suggest. We are definitely going to need more coal. But we do want to take things pretty slow. We need some copper and some wood. Let's grab some wood on our way so that we can make some poles. Alright. Let's get some of that in there. There's our copper. Alright. We can make poles. We can make offshore pump. And that means we can create power. We want one of those and one of those. Alright, so with this power, we also want to be creating land. Yes, that is what we are going to use our power for, so we can start getting automated technologies. And once we have done that, we'll want to start creating some science packs. There we go, alright. So, that is actually really nice that there's this little tiny bit of water here. So I want to keep it as far away from that stuff up there as possible. So, we're going to do that. We are going to bring this down as far as possible. And then this is where we will start our Where else could these go? There, okay. Well, it doesn't really matter which way we push this, and push it that way, and we'll bring our coal up here. Alright, so obviously power is quite the polluter. You know what? I didn't bring any coal with me. Alright, so we can, of course, use this just to bring some power down to our main area. And I think somewhere along here is going to be where we'll spend a lot of our time. Alright, so we will want to grab some more coal. I wouldn't mind making a few more miners for just as our pollution. Yeah, already we are setting off the biters already. So let's hold off on that. All right, drop that in there. Let's get another lab. Did I just do that? I didn't want a lab because I've already got a lab. All right, let's pop this lab down. Let's get our automation research going and pop those in there. Alright. So with automation, allows us to start building ammunition. And we sadly are going to need a lot more of these guys. Alright. There we go. Oh yeah, so that was instead of holding control and left clicking there, I hold control and right clicking, so moving half a stack. Cut down these trees on here, removing half a stack, and in this case with squeak through, holding down right click and dragging over everything puts half of all my resources, half of that resource type in there. So, whew. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you've got a little bit of area there. Let's pop you there, and then we'll get these guys going down here. All right, there we go. We are under attack. Yeah, we're boned, aren't we? Okay. Well, welcome to Death World. So I think we. I don't think this map is sustainable. Let's exit out and start a new one, shall we? Alright. Same settings, but I think we were foolish in not previewing our starting area. If I had seen that, I would have run to the hills. Alright. So we've got to make sure... this one actually looks very feasible. I mean, we've got all our starting stuff really close together. We've got biters near our power, which will force us to think about what we want to do. And we've also got a really nice sort of choke point here to help us defend. And maybe some choke points over here and here. Further away, yeah, that's actually quite nice. Alright. Well, I mean, we tried doing it blind, but this is good. One thing I notice is that is the closest oil. Alright, well, that's going to be a challenge. Let's just see how we go. We do want oil for flamethrowers quite early. That actually, I think there is an oil patch which we can use. Alright. Alright, take two. So, we learned our lesson for the first time. I wouldn't mind some big rocks that I can get some coal from. We're gonna get lucky with a big rock somewhere, a huge rock. No, it doesn't look like we are. Looks like we are going to have to handcraft some coal. Hand mine some coal. Alright. Let's just put that in there. Alright, but same principles apply. We just need to get science up and running. We need to focus on military research, and that's going to be the key. I've actually never, in any playthroughs that I've done, used flamethrowers. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having a play with those. I hear they are pretty good at defending the base. You can't, because you need to supply them with fuel, and it's petroleum, I believe, at this point. Let's just have a quick look. Flammables, flamethrower. Yeah, there we go. All right, so a flamethrower ammo is just crude oil now. Yeah, there we go. And steel. Okay. And a flamethrower turret looks like it can actually use heavy oil or light oil as well as crude oil. Okay. Very good. So we'll be using that and just seeing how we go. This old hand mining's a little bit slow, isn't it? It is so good when you can get a start that allows you to find a big rock or two. But it was not to be this one. I mean, our setup is much nicer, so I'll take that over big rocks. We can look or scout around for some big rocks. Those are not. No. Just some wood over there. Regular rocks. Oh, big rocks I need. It's huge rocks that I need, sorry. Looks like we're back to hand mining. Alright. So, we want to, again, just keep plugging away. We don't want to set off the biters, and obviously the biters were way closer to us last time. So I think we're pretty happy in having a small amount of time to build up our defences. What am I missing? Stone. Alright, we're also missing wood. Nice to get some wooden boxes. I guess we're going to have to go with iron. Alright, let's pop you there. Pop you there. Get some more of the coal going. And hopefully then we can have enough stone built up to get a couple of miners that we can put into the coal. Start automating, not automating, but semi-automating that. Alright. Let's get that. There we go, excellent. 2 of those. A bit more of that. We can even drop that in there. Why not? Alright. Yep. You and you, my friend. Both only coal, and then we just need to mine a bit of coal to get it started. So if you haven't seen this before, fairly common. It obviously is mining coal and then outputs into the other one, which then feeds it. And as you can see, the burning of one coal actually mines a whole heap more coal, so it feeds in, and you just see these start building up. Yeah, nice little array, and you can just make a huge run of these that actually keeps it going for us. But for now, all we want to do is keep going with a little bit of mining, and this little start area is actually, I've got to say, is quite cozy. Beautiful patches really close together. We are going to need a bit of wood, and because we don't have any forest near us, we're just going to kill these dead trees. Now, not having forest is really bad in a death world, because even though the pollution absorption multiplier is at 50%, which isn't full, it's still better than nothing. And as you can see, we have nothing. So our pollution is already spreading really rapidly. Oh well, that is life. And we just need to work around that. All right. Yep. Looks like we didn't get that one. A bit more stone to work with. Let's grab half of that there. All right. Let's get a couple of these going. Put it one more here, and then we'll get the other 2 down here. Alright, probably time we also need to expand our coal area. There we go. Alright, we don't have another one of those. Some of that, and some more of that. Alright. A couple of these going. Now, we just got to be careful because this is what sets off excuse me, what sets off the biters, pollution. So, and mining is one of the biggest sources of pollution. Later on, we're also going to do something else that I have never done before, and that is efficiency modules, which is a green science. Cool. All right. So we can get efficiency 1 modules, and that will help us with our mining. And that will reduce pollution. It does reduce the output of your patch. It slows the miners down a bit, but we'll see how it all works out. These patches are really small, and we are going to have to expand early. Lots of things to think about. All right, let's get a couple more of these happening over here. So we can get some more coal coming in, and then we can start working on power. Alright, what am I doing? I am doing this, aren't I? Yes. So, we want to make some more. See there, you see the arrows just pointing in a circle, and they'll just keep feeding. This one, put some in here, this one starts mining, put some in here, starts mining, feeds around, and it just keeps feeding around. And we'll steal all the stuff that you have. Something like that is good. Alright. We are starting to get some things. So we now want to look at power. Yep, power, we'll do the same arrangement, 2 of those. We need some more iron. And we also need to make one of these, which needs more iron as well. Alright, let's pop a little bit of coal in there. Still not enough iron, alright. We might need to make another couple of these guys. Just so that we can actually start getting some iron doing something. There we go, alright. No, still not enough. Come on, iron plate. 36 iron plate, we have 26. Alright, well, we can think about setting up our power. So, I mean, our options are we can actually move up here and put our power up here, or we can start it from here. And I think the smarter option is almost up here. It seems a little bit crazy. I mean, they're probably equidistant, and we could kind of start our base up around here. In which case, bringing our power from over here is actually pretty good. Yeah, I don't mind that. And in fact, we've got these little bits of water here that could be really helpful. Let's see how this is going to work. Can I get one right here? I can. Oh, that is very nice. All right. So let's bring this down and pop this in. We're going to have to go this way because no huge rocks there, bugger. Alright. Let's start working on some power poles. Alright, and a quick check. Probably want to protect this area fairly early on. But it doesn't look like there's biters in this immediate vicinity. We want to get some radars up fairly quickly. Alright. Let's do something like that. No, don't want that one there. Okay. Something here looks good. Get around this cliff which I also don't like really playing with, but yeah, I thought we'd give it a go. Alright, and here we are. We got power into our main area. What we needed to do also is make a few more of these. And when I say a few more, I mean just any of them. Alright. There we go. Put some coal in there. Let's get that. Let's get that. We need 2 more of them. Get some of this over here. Alright, we've got a heap of stone. We probably don't need that much stone. To be honest, let's just have a stack of stone on us. Let's get one of these. We're building the materials that we can't actually use at the moment. Alright. So while well, I can't really say while that's happening because the game pauses while you're in the tech menu, but we need to think about what we want to research first, whether it is automation, which will be really handy, or whether we actually want to jump straight into turrets. And the advantage of jumping straight into turrets, we would have to manually craft them all, but the advantage being we immediately get turrets, which I think is actually probably what we want to do. Is that crazy? I think that's pretty crazy. There we go. Have 1 coal. I don't know. It's too crazy, isn't it? Too crazy. Let's we get the SMG with this. We get turrets with this. Let's not be ridiculous. And we have no power because I haven't put any fuel in there. Alright. That's right. We need to run coal. But the automation of that is a long way off, so let's just, for now, pop the coal in. Alright, we are up and running. There's a little more wood. Can't pass that up. Whew! Alright, things are happening. We have automation, and I might as well get another 10 of these handcrafted so that we'll have what we need to research our turrets next, and then we need to start automating some weaponry. Alright, so that's kicking along. We've got this really slowly kicking along. This is not going to be a quick run by any means, but we'll just keep plugging away. Alright. There we go, we're halfway through, yep. Slow and steady, okay. So the first things we'll want to automate are generally good to get iron gear wheels and green circuits automated. And by automated I mean having some boxes being fed around. To do that we will need a bunch of inserters, so we can use some handcrafting time to build up these things that we'll need. We're also going to need to build assembly machines, but we can't do that until automation is researched. So while we're not trying to build this quickly, we want to be reasonably efficient, and that means thinking about what you want to be doing, what you need to be handcrafting, and actually applying sort of a little bit of that into it already. Alright, so we're going to jump straight into turrets. Straight into turrets, yes. It sounds crazy, but that's what we're going to do. We'll quick check the pollution, and as you can see, we're already stretching our pollution range. We can make a radar. It's probably worth doing. But we have researched logistics, so we need to make some assembly machines. Alright. Let's pop this radar down, which is it's a double-edged sword. Obviously the radar uses power, and that power means we produce more pollution. Heaps of coal left in there, which is nice. Alright. So our turrets are getting researched. We can might as well do some more of those while we start our automation. But we're at half an hour, so rocky start. We got massively overrun straight away, which, I mean, it's never a good feeling. But yeah, that was the map we were playing. This one seems a lot more forgiving, and I think we'll be able to at least get a start and start building up some defenses before we get overrun too early. And it's just then a matter of whether we can keep up with our military research as the biters get tougher and tougher, which we'll only find out as we play. So hope you're enjoying the new series. Biters will be coming at us from all sides, and it's just a different part of the game than the building only. A lot more focused on the violence, if you will. So lots more military tech, flamethrowers to have fun with, and try and reduce pollution with some efficiency modules. That's kind of my aim for the run. I would like to launch a rocket, but not really too worried about that. I think we'll just keep going. Fairly simple base, and just plug away, clear out some biters, keep clearing them out because they're going to keep expanding, and just have some fun. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on all this, whether you think this is going to be a good series or not, and what kind of things I can do to really maximize my chances of surviving in a death world, especially if you've played death worlds before. I'd love to hear some advice. So just drop that down in the comments below, and I will see you tomorrow.